BJ Nix, are you here?
Present.
Do we have
Present.
Spoonie, Timothy Spoonie?
Present,
Got it.
sir.
Margaret and Mary. Do we have a Margaret and Mary?
Yes.
Cool.
And the
All right.
margaritas.
The whole class here. We're ready. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
This is the time to line up behind your team, to support your team. Have faith in that team. It's peaks and valleys. It can't always be good. And as I always tell people, you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. But when we do know about
House call. Tremont Diggs pick six. It's coming. They see it. Knocked away. Oh, Gregory. Hurts in trouble. 3 Cowboys wrap him up, make it 4. Micah Parsons is unblockable.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie, and I get it. Eventually, we will feel indifferent at a certain point. But man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to play it again. I love the intro, man. I love the intro. Real quick, we're into Friday. For everybody that's coming over from the Cowboys Happy Hour space with me and Spoonie, welcome over here to this side. And we're doing the Freestyle Fridays on the Pick Six Sports channel. That's where we are right now. And so what the Pick Six Sports Freestyle Friday is all about is we're going to hit you with, if you're on YouTube, here's a bonus. If you're on, look, and we appreciate everybody on Facebook. We appreciate everybody on Twitter that might be watching the live stream. But if you're on YouTube, there's a pinned comment and you can hit it. You come up here and join us. We're going to go through those things on the backside. I'm going to put up the number here. The call line will be open tonight for sure. So Freestyle Fridays, Spoonie, for us, it's about having a good time and about interacting with the nation. So with that being said, how's your Friday going, sir?
Oh, it's just lovely. Having a great Friday. It's really hot out, but that's kind of, the whole country's hitting that heat wave. But aside from that, good. Work's good. Family's good. Heading to Dallas Monday night. So I'm excited to fly out there for the Cowboys Youth Football Training Academy, taking my 6-year-old there. So it'll be kind of a cool experience for him. So yeah, it's all good, man. Happy Friday to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, one
even
thing.
Big Pun, even Big Pun. I know he's an Eagles fan, but we appreciate you tuning in. Whether you like the team or not, interaction, appreciate you.
Well, here, I'll throw it up there for him.
Yeah.
I saw you actually inboxed us the cleats that he has. Those cleats are fire.
Yeah, literally, they're like bright orange, like fire. He picked out the brightest cleats. So I had to tell him, you can buy those cleats, but you got to be a baller if you have those cleats, because everybody on the field will notice you because your cleats are completely different than everybody else. But if you feel like you're confident you can do that, then let's go. I'll buy you the cleats.
That's a big step forward. Right. Stephen White, the magnificent Professor O.
Steven's my guy. What's up, Steven?
Magnificent. Oh, and look, you got a little fire email from a particular former Cowboy about the camp as well.
I did, yeah. Danny McCray hit me up, sent an email. Not just me, to be fair. Everybody, all the parents. It was cool, Danny McCray. I saw that pop up on my email and I was like, wait, what?
Right.
So yeah, kind of cool.
Shout to
Cowboys,
LSU,
safety, and survivor.
I'm a 41.
Look at their Lions fans in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Let's back to my guy Buddha's in the middle. What's going on, Buddha? My guy Cole's Cowboy, and Cole's Cowboy, who's he comes through the spaces as well. Hey man, it's clicked up there on YouTube, man. Hit the link, come on through. We'll have a good time tonight, man. This is all about having tonight's really about having fun. Like it's an extension of the spaces. Like we've had a good time doing the Twitter spaces and different things like that. My guy Barry Gibson back in the middle. What's going on, BG? What's going on, BG?
Buddha said he's getting out of basketball mode. Now he's NFL ready. I think we all need to get out of basketball mode after seeing those Utah Jazz jerseys. If you haven't seen them, go look on Twitter. These are trash. They're like high school JV quality jerseys. If you're a Jazz fan, I'm sorry. Like that, they didn't even try.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I'll hit it. I'll send it to you right now, Spoonie.
Yeah. Look, I'm on people over to my guy Spoonie. Spoonie, who's man, they called you off the bench, right? Is that why they called you off the bench up there in New York?
Yeah. You know, I retired from a specific job, man. They needed some guidance and X, Y, and Z. So they called me, said, "Hey, please, you know, we be thankful and grateful you come in and share your thoughts for these last couple of days." And it was cool. Definitely sharing my input on the training and X, Y, and Z. But hopefully I tell you, give me a call again.
Hey, look, man, shout out to my guy Jeremiah Trey. Said the intro was fire. Add 3 more wins to the Cowboys, 15-2. Hey, from your lips to God's ear. Let's go. We'll definitely get into some of that. Maybe so. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, we had a couple of topics over there on the space, Professor O. So we kind of let's start off here and real quick. Let me pivot. Let me pivot over here. And let me make sure I'm gonna go ahead and get the call. Y'all ready for the call line? Y'all want to wait for a second? You want to pivot through this first and get the call line? You want to get the call line now? What y'all want to do?
It's Freestyle Friday. Let's go ahead and get the call lined up. So if anybody wants
Freestyle
to call in,
Friday.
if they hop in, we'll hop in. If not,
all right, let's do it. All right, boom. Let's go ahead and get it. Boom. There's a call line right there, and it'll be open all night. With that being said, so Jerry Jones came out here, had some things to say, was asked some certain questions about Jimmy Johnson, and that's kind of what we led the space off with. So we'll kind of continue that conversation here just a smidge, if you will. Basically, Jimmy will be there whenever Jimmy's going to be there. I mean, right? That's that's kind of the basis of what he said in general. And I'll pull up the tweet. I will pull up the tweet here real quick, and I'll give you verbatim exactly what he went through and what he said. So Jerry Jones said that he was asked, "What about the Ring of Honor?" Right? And Jerry says, "Nothing determined out there at all. That's something that I've never really decided upon until a week or two before I do it." The follow-up question was, "Really?" He said, "Really? No, I've never been. That's how it lays out. Something that's had a long tail to it thought process. Obviously, the people are qualified, are career qualified. Note there. So that is a career process. But as far as the timing of any individual that will ultimately enter that Hall of Fame, aka the Ring of Honor, I don't have that." The follow-up, which shout out to the follow-up question here of, "You talked about Jimmy Johnson getting in." He says, "I understand that. I really understand that would be a part of the question. But the answer is, I don't have a timeline. I don't have a timeline." Now we can rewind, go back to the Hall of Fame game and right on, at the round table and everything else, with the ha-ha and the hee-hees and whatever. And, things were happening, if you will, about him and what he was saying about Jimmy. And then, of course, Spoonie, we was in the building. Jimmy was in the building, spoke at halftime, right? They did all these things. And now we fast forward to almost a year later, not quite from the time of the Hall of Fame game to now, Professor O. What do you think of Jerry? Because I do say this. I think the Cowboys are very impertinent about this. They don't want news to get out until they release the news. I do believe that. So there is a smidge of that to me. But in general, 26 years later, what's your thought process on it?
I mean, I I hear him, but I don't believe what he's saying. Like I understand what you're saying. I don't think that they want to leak a big story or a big
Mhm.
potential hype moment. Like if the Cowboys have a big division matchup or a big matchup mid-season or something, or even late in the season, that may be something that could be a catalyst. That may be a perfect opportunity to honor him. So I do buy that part. I just don't buy for a second that they don't have a plan in place. Like, if you're going to put somebody in the Ring of Honor this year or not. So the fact that he's like, I don't know until a week ahead of time or maybe 2 weeks out, like I just don't buy that part.
No, 10-4. Spunny. What do you think? Jerry's, Jimmy, and where we are, and all these different things. What do you think, bro?
He
said,
I don't want to come out with my spoony swimming right away, but I say this.
It's freestyle. It's freestyle.
No, it is freestyle. You know what?
Hold on for a second. We got a call in the building. We got a call. It's freestyle Friday. We got a call in the building. State your name and where you from?
Yo, it's We Them Boys from Iowa.
Okay, hey, make sure you turn us down in the background. We don't want that reverb over here.
Yeah, I'm always listening to you on Twitter. It gets me through my work nights. So
10-4.
I gotta come in here, give Spoonie, Professor O, Nick some love. Say what's up all the way from over here from Iowa.
Hey, shout out to you over there from Iowa.
Yeah,
so, currently right now we're talking about, the Jerry comments about Jimmy and the Ring of Honor, everything that's going on. You have anything on the backside of that?
No, honestly, no, I don't. To be honest, I've been kind of slacking on following the Cowboys right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working my butt off selling fireworks, so I haven't been at my computer kind of reading up on stuff.
Got you. I mean, it 'tis the season, right? I mean, 4th of July is right around the corner, so you got to get it in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, let me roll it out that way, we the boys. Let me roll out this way to you. Anything that you want to talk about the Cowboys real quick, and we'll move on. What you got?
Well, I kind of want to talk about how many yards you think CeeDee Lamb might have this year.
How many yards will CeeDee Lamb have this year? Okay. All right, brother. We'll take that question and we'll spin it around the board and we'll go from there. We appreciate the call, my man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys. Let's go there. Spoonie, how many yards do you think CeeDee Lamb might have this year?
1,755 yards, and also to add extra spice to it, I'm giving it 10 touchdowns.
Whoa. Spoonie, that was a very specific number. Run that number back for me real quick. How many again?
1,755 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Okay. Now we do I'm just saying we do understand there was only I think it was 2 wide receivers last year over 1,500 if I'm not mistaken. 3 at the most, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He said 1,700. Professor O, what do you think?
I think he's gonna have a big year. I don't know. I hope he has Spoonie's year. I'm thinking more like 1,275 yards. Big season for him. That'll be by far the biggest in his career. That's putting you in that top 8, top 10 range in terms of yardage. So we'll say like 1,275, and I think 10 touchdowns sounds right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna split the difference here a little bit because I do think he does have a big year. I really do. I'm gonna go with 1402. I'm going 1402. I'm going 1402. I'm going 1402. I am buying Spoonie with the 10 touchdowns, though. I am. I do think. I mean, I think that's the elevation that we will see from him. So I go 1402. Again, I absolutely do believe that he's going to walk through the door, and it's going to cost the guy with some money, man. But in general, I just think he's when we talk about the previous quote unquote number one from Amari Cooper would be that the route runner, different things about him, and so on and so forth. But I think when it comes to Lamb, though, I think it's a different player. It's a different player. And I think the way he's made up, the way that we're seeing Dak and different things happening and whatever, it gives me a little bit more on top. Now, no, look, I'm with man. I'm with you from Spoonie's lips to God's ears. 1,700. Let's go. Look now, Spoonie. You know it's gonna cost us a lot of money, right?
Yes,
We
it
talk
is.
about Stephen Jones. It's gonna cost us a lot of money.
I know.
But again, I do think it's a $1,400 yard range. But I do think the touchdowns are going to go up for sure. I really do. I really do. Boom, and we're dropping the chat in here. How many yards do you think CeeDee Lamb will have? And we'll throw it up here and we'll see what's going on. And once again, if you're on YouTube at the very top, let me make sure, I'm not really the greatest in these technical ways, but I do believe I have something pinned, if you will, to the top. So let me make sure.
I see the pin. Yeah, we're good on the
there?
pin.
Okay. Okay. I got it. So
Yes,
if you want to come through and chop it up with us, we have the pin at the top. You can definitely come on here, be live with us, and rock with us. On the back side, we got the phone number. I'm gonna put it back up here in a second. Call in like our guy, We Them Boys, aka John Alt from Twitter, does the same thing. So let's get to, you asked the question. Let's get to some of these answers. He says 15-58. Oh wow, 18 touchdowns.
Spoonie, no offense. I think I want John's here. I don't want you 10 touchdowns. 10
Yeah,
touchdowns
I don't like
nothing. I want 18.
No
Oh, John, I'm on your side. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Sign
that up. Our guy Nathan says 13, 21, and 11 touchdowns. 2 games with 2 touchdown catches.
That'll work.
And 140 plus yards.
Oh,
that's fair enough. Mendoza, Mendoza rocking with me. Thank you. It says 1,400.
Mendoza, we're not doing 1,400. We're doing
1,402.
1,406 or whatever.
No, I said 1,402. 1,402 is what I said. Smack Nation podcast says 1,388, 8 touchdowns.
I like the 8s.
Yeah,
which I think we're good with that. A lot of 8s.
I see what he did there.
The Eagles fan says when he wears the mask, he would have said 2,000 yards for CD.
That's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there.
Steve White in the building says 13 to 1,400.
I'm taking that as 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. I kind of remixed his post a little bit.
1,402 yards from your guy Nick. 1,402. That's where I am. But again, very intriguing, on that front of where he's going to come from and what he's going to do, obviously. And obviously, Mendoza said 1,420. He flipped my 0 and my 2 said 1,420. Okay, fair enough. I like it. But for sure, Samuel Rowe in the building. Shout out to Samuel, long-time listener, sub, says, if CD maintains 1,100 yards as the number 1, I will be happy. Toby in the building. Toby with the 1,309 CDs. Yeah. So,
I like it.
Kind of a consensus, right? So kind of a consensus here to a certain extent, right? Is yardage is relative. Not to say it's not relative. We're looking for the touchdowns to go up. Is that really where we are when it comes to CeeDee Lamb?
Right. Yeah. If you look at his stats last year too, what was it, like the last 7 games of the year, he didn't score a touchdown. So he scored almost all of his touchdowns earlier in the year, and about halfway point, I think the last 7 or 8 games he didn't score a touchdown. So I would like to see him be more consistent on that. The yardage and receptions, I'm good with that level, like Sam said. So if he just maintains that but gets the touchdowns up, I'm good. And if he can get the yardage and touchdowns, that's even better. I think he will. He's going to get more targets. He's going to be utilized differently because now he is the focal point of the receiving game. So
more than 117 targets last year.
Yep.
What do you got? What do you think? Are you at 150?
I don't think I'd go that high. Probably like 130.
Okay.
So I'm not thinking like a significant uptick, but there will be an uptick. I mean, he's clear far and away the number 1 receiver in the offense now.
Okay. 10-4. Spoonie. Now, Spoonie, you said
1755.
55. And how many touchdowns?
10.
Okay. If I could tell you, if I could look at my crystal ball, if you will, and I can say, hey, look, CeeDee Lamb's going to get you 12 touchdown catches. Where are you okay with the yardage at that point?
Between 14 and 15. I'm good.
Hey, that boy Spoonie shooting for. He said, "Man, you shoot for the moon, you at least end up amidst the stars." Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, my goodness.
I say that only because if you 2 things.
Okay,
his numbers went up. His numbers went up by 200 yards from 2020 to 21. Right. The average went up. from 12.6 to 13.9.
Mhm.
So, in my opinion, now there's no Amari Cooper. Dak wants to make CD Lamb that guy. He wants to shut down all the critics
Mhm.
that CD Lamb is not a number one receiver. He's not a number one receiver, X, Y,
Mhm.
and Z. CD Lamb is after CD Lamb until Gallup comes back is CD Lamb. And I think because of that, right in the beginning of the season, I think the chemistry between him and Dak is going to go off the charts. I wouldn't even be surprised if CD Lamb is the leading receiver during at least the first 5 weeks of the season. I really won't. So I really do believe I can see that. Now, if you give me 12 touchdowns, 50 yards, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody would.
I would love that.
But, and real quick, I'm gonna pay some bills here. I'm gonna pay some bills. Everybody in the building, man, we appreciate y'all. We already know if you're on YouTube, you've been subbed. For people on Facebook, make sure you go over to the YouTube page. Make sure you hit the sub as well. Twitter people, make sure you go over there, hit the YouTube channel and sub. And of course, it costs you nothing to just hit a share. Man, go ahead and share it out. If y'all enjoy the content and everything else, man, share it out and let's build it up and let's make sure we build and grow this channel, if you will. So on the backside of that, what I will say too is Freestyle Friday. Y'all see the number. More than welcome to call in. My guy already called in, John Alt. Appreciate you, brother. He already called in. And then, of course, if you're on the YouTube channel, pinned to the top, there is a clip, or excuse me, there's a link. You can click that. Come on in. You got a cell phone? You can do it. You're on a computer, you can do it. You're on a tablet, you can do it. There's literally, doesn't matter what you're on watching this right now. You can click that link and come on. Now we can show on live as well too. Hear your question, get that taken, go from there. So again, everything about what we do on this show on Freestyle Fridays is about y'all. We'll have fun. Nothing really preordained or nothing else. Look, we've got a Lions fan in the building. Said I just subscribed on YouTube the other night. Man, salute, gang. Back in the day, you know what I mean?
Thank you, Big Pun. Thank you.
Big Pun said, if an Eagle fan, now, grammatically, if an, because it's an E, should be an Eagle fan. Just give me a little bit. Can give a like out of respect. You Cowboys fans can do it too. Appreciate that, brother. By all means. I'm going to scroll back up real quick because we did have a question from a guy, Montana, from the Smack Nation. Let me get back up here real quick.
While you're doing that, I just want to say real quick, if you are on YouTube and you click the link, you don't have to be on video. It will just be a black screen. If you don't feel comfortable, you're laying in bed, bad lighting, whatever. You don't have to actually show anything. It's just you can just do audio just like you're talking to us on the phone. So if you want to click that, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, just like a Twitter space. You can literally come in here, no video, just say camera no, and you just do audio. We got you on the backside. So as we're talking about the CD Lamb stuff, the Smack Nation podcast said the question is: can Dalton Schultz get to 1,000 yards receiving this year? Well, Spoony, can Schultz do that?
Yeah. Well, listen, he had over 800 last season, right? Why not?
Okay. You say yes. Well, Professor O is Dalton Schultz. Can he get 1,000? Can he get 1,000? Wow.
If his target share goes up significantly, he can. He's just not that type of receiver who's going to be, getting big chunk yardage plays very often. So I think he would need kind of an absurd amount of targets to hit 1,000 yards because it's not easy as a tight end unless you're a tight end running seams and post and things like that are going to get bigger chunk yardage plays. I think he probably is around the same ballpark as last year, somewhere in that 750 to 850-ish range. Makes sense, and especially if you look at having another tight end too, who presumably will be healthy this entire year, that's going to take some of his targets away. So I'd be shocked if he hit 1,000, but yeah, he could. It's possible.
I mean, the Eagles fan even said Williams will get 10 sacks. It's not good for y'all, sir, but we appreciate it though. And then my guy Grace says, I'd call my football fandom only extends to blitz the league, but I'm listening though. And look, we appreciate it. Give it a share. Maybe somebody else in your timeline will let you know or come through. It is what it is. But 1,000 yards for Dalton Schultz. Wilson's gone. Cooper's gone. Maybe there are more opportunities for him to get there. But I don't see it. I don't see it. Yes, in theory, could he get there? Yes. I just don't think. I think there's certain things that have been added to the table, with the rookie in Tolbert at wide receiver. I think also maybe more importantly, maybe is Mike McCarthy. I think will be more involved in the offense this year. I really do. I really do believe that. One of the things I will stand 10 toes down on as we move forward. And then number two, I like Ferguson inside in. And I think some of the yardage kind of piggybacking, I'm kind of picking up what Matt Owen said on the backside was targets, right? And 12 personnel and those kind of things. If Jarwin doesn't get hurt, I don't think that Schultz ends up with the yardage that he had. And that's kind of the conundrum here right now when we talk about the Cowboys and when it comes to this tight end who's currently on a $10.9 million franchise tag versus the long-term deal and different things like that. So, yeah, I think if Ferguson walks through that door and Topper walks through that door, I don't see it for him. I think we go back to last year, right? Amari Cooper was up and down with COVID and some different things. Gallup obviously missed a lot of time. Jarwin, we know how many games he missed. So I think a lot of things for me when it comes to Dalton Schultz last year, there were balls his way because of what we saw that happened within the lineup. And you would like to believe with the younger guys in Tolbert and Ferguson that you won't run into those same problems again. And look, and take the other guys last year. Sean McKeon was hurt last year and had to dip out for a while. Like there's a lot of different things in general that happened for them in the receiving core, wide receiver, tight end, and whatnot. And then maybe, just maybe, I'm going to jump the board here. Maybe, just maybe, we see Tony Pollard get to the wide back situation and get involved somewhat more in the passing game. Am I crazy?
I mean, just kind of putting a cap on the Dalton Schultz talk. So last year he had 808 yards, 104 targets. That's about 7.77 yards per target. So to get 1,000 yards, he would need a roughly 128 targets. 128 targets to hit 1,000 yards at his same rate as last year. So probably not going to get that many. And even if he has like 115, it's possible if he has significantly more yards per target. But the way he's utilized, I feel like he's going to be probably around the same range.
Mary's going to try to slide in. She's in the process of moving. That's why she was on the show last Wednesday. She's trying to get here tonight. We had to wait and see, but that's why Mary's not here. Just in the process of doing some moving stuff. You know, life, it happens.
She tried on Wednesday, just so you guys know, though. She had a whole car full of stuff, was in traffic trying to get home to join. So it was not for lack of effort on her part.
Mendoza says Schultz will get 700 to 800 yards. Now this is interesting. What do y'all think our record
Big Pun
will
said
be?
Mary's at Sephora.
Maybe so. Neither here nor there. That's
Maybe.
not for us to
We don't know
judge
where
or
she's
pick. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. But what would the record be? Man, it's so early, guys. It's so early with what the record will be.
I want to say mine.
I think I think it's the same thing as last year. I was a 10-7 guy. I said I need to see the defense. After we went through preseason, I said I think it's an 11-win team. They ended up winning 12, right? I think this year it's the same, but a little bit different. I think it's a 10-win team. I got to see the offensive line and how they come together. It's kind of where we are right now here in, was it June 17th? So right now, currently June 17th, Spoonie, what's the record for the Cowboys?
I'm going to go with 12-5.
Oh, repeat. Okay. Repeat 12-5. Okay. Professor O.
I'm splitting the difference. I got us at 11-6. If you look at the schedule, I mean, it's hard. Like, so we're saying 10-7, depending on how things go. Obviously, it's fluid, right? Things may change. If you look at the schedule right now today, it's hard to pick out 7 losses on the schedule. You can do it if you're like, well, we may split with this team and may split with that team, and then we'll drop all the good teams. Even then, you're still about an 11-6 record. But things change. You never know. Teams lose games you don't anticipate they will. Injuries, teams get hot, cold, all that stuff happens. Right. So I'm going to go with 11-6. It feels realistic with the strength of schedule that we have now, being bottom of the league. The division did get a little bit better, so it should be slightly tighter division race than what it was the year before. So I think 11-6.
Yeah, and look, obviously the first
Smart man.
six games of the season are, in flux, if you will, from the talent standpoint of who we have to face. Outside of that, we get to, and the one thing that's happened this year, schedule wise for the Cowboys in general, is we don't have the killer back half. It's typically we're pretty okay early, but it's killer back half. Some weird, cross country and whatnot, and we don't play 3 games in 12 days for the first time in like forever. So there's some things on the back half of the schedule where the Cowboys can really stack some wins and do some things. So I do like that part of the schedule. As my guy White says, it's an 8-8 league. That's why they added a game. So yeah, so now it's a 8-9 or a 9-8 league.
Yeah, he's right. There's a swing there. Yeah, but yeah, we talked about it when we did the schedule breakdown. We put a lot of thought into it. It's impossible to say because the league changes from year to year so much. You see lots of playoff teams not repeat. You see teams go from worst to the Super Bowl runner-up. So you just never know how things are going to play themselves out.
Right.
But like you said, as of right now on paper, the first 5 or 6 games are significantly harder than the last 6 games. So that does poise the Cowboys to be in a pretty good position to make a late season run. So if you can just tread water, be 4-3, something like that in the first 7 games or better, you're in really good shape as the schedule goes on.
Yeah. To add on to the schedule part, I know we didn't finish the Jerry Jones.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say this. December 24th, we play the Philadelphia Eagles at Dallas. December 24th. That will be the game that Jerry should induct Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor. That would be the game, and that would be the game where the cloud lifts up, goes away, the black cloud.
Okay.
And as P.O. said, a late run sparked the Cowboys to get a late run with hype into the promised land.
Spoonie might as well look. For those that are long-term listeners here, Spoonie just literally just put a hashtag on this. This is a route. That was a route comment from Spoonie, Professor O.
It was.
If there was a hashtag route 6.
Yes. And the date too. He even went as far as telling us which game is going to happen. So you can look at the schedule and cross that one out because that is not the game that's going to happen. Because when Spoonie does a route on a safety, they have no chance to come to Dallas. It'll be the week before or the week after, like the next home game.
Spoonie, I love you, but boy,
I love it though. Because one time he's going to get it right. Yeah, I'm never going to let that go. Remember that time Spoonie called it? He got it.
Yeah, no.
I'll be the one time. I'll go crazy.
Hey, big facts. Hey, we appreciate everybody in the building. Of course, YouTube. I hope you're already in here. You already hit the like button. I hope y'all hit the sub already if you're here on YouTube. For everybody outside of that, on the Facebook and onto the Twitterverse, make sure you come over here, man. Hit the like, hit the sub, man. If you like what we're doing, and of course, it's free, man. Get the shares out there, whether you're on Facebook or not, whether you're even in YouTube, man. Get the shares out there, man. Build it up and let people find the content the way that we do this during the off season. Just programming note: during the off season, we are typically every Wednesday at 7:30. Almost at the 9:30 for the freestyle. 7:30 p.m. Central. However, I got Professor O off the top, led out, talks about it, said, hey. He's got some things doing with the kid. You feel me? His Father's Day week on the back end of Sunday. So he's going to be in Dallas doing some training camp stuff for the child. Training camp. And look, I said training camp for a reason because my man's going to he's Bob Hayes down, so I'm ready for it.
He is, yeah.
And then so we're going to pivot. This will be this Thursday so that Professor O can get back home. We can do what we do. But every Wednesday during the off season, we are here every 7:30. Delivering the live show, the Pick Six live show. And then, of course, every Friday this is the first annual. Look, let's celebrate real quick. We do the Cowboys Happy Hour space every Friday. We've been doing that for a little bit now. However, we are now every Friday. It is Freestyle Friday. You can come up here. There's the call line. You can call in. We'll talk about whatever on the backside. If you're on the YouTube channel, in the chat box, pinned to the top, there's a link. Cell phone, computer, tablet, click the link, come in here. We'll get you on there. We'll have the conversation with you as well. And as Matt Owen said earlier, guess what? Don't use your camera. Maybe it's a little too late. Maybe you just woke up, as our guy said earlier. Don't use your camera. You come up here and just be a black screen and you can talk and do whatever. So, again, thank you for rocking with us as always. Give the shares out that help us build the brand. I'm going to pivot now to
maybe you're an Eagles fan and you want to hear, have a friendly debate with us. Go ahead and jump in. Maybe you're a Lions fan and you want to see how we think the Lions are going to do this year. It's Freestyle Friday. It doesn't have to be Cowboys the entire time. We'll mostly do Cowboys content because that's what our show's about. But if you're in the chat and you just have a question, maybe about a player, like how do you think that guy's going to do this year? You want fantasy football advice? It's Friday. Here's your chance.
And speaking of the Lions fan, he says, breaking the curse of the Jimmy era to roll into the second half and go undefeated the second half of the season. I see you out there. Look at Sweetie's got look. We're in trouble now. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble.
My boy,
I was waiting for Sweetie to walk through the door.
I think Thanksgiving, if we're throwing out games, would be a great one. Nationally televised game.
Yes.
You're playing a division rival. Like that would be
right.
that's a good part of the year to position yourself. Like Eagles game on Christmas Eve just seems too late in the season for that. I feel like that's a halfway point type of thing, or week one type of thing, or Thanksgiving, somewhere in that range.
But P.O., I like that. You know why? Because guess who we played Thanksgiving?
Tell us,
the
Spoonie.
New York Giants.
Tell us, Spoonie.
So it's just cool that he said division rival. He said Thanksgiving. Bam, right there. And you know what? We all home watching that football game at Thanksgiving.
Eat some turkey.
I like that.
Having a good time. The whole nine.
He could even say one thing I'm thankful for.
Yes. I like that.
Then bring him out. The crowd will go crazy.
Yo, we're gonna talk after this. We're gonna talk after this.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They say, hey man, cousin played for the Cowboys under Jimmy Johnson, and I was a fan for a while. Look, the water is fine, sir, Nathan. You come right back over here. We'll accept you in. It's fine.
We both wear blue and silver. We just have different shades of blue. Like we got
shade of blue. You feel me? We got you. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Come on back, Nathan. With that being said, I got Montana.
What's up, Montana?
Smack Nation.
What it do, y'all? What it do?
He apparently is in the bed right now. No camera.
No, I'm at work right now, and I'm in the cut at work right now. Listening to the show.
10-4. Well, you chimed in. It is what it is. Hey, man, what do you want to talk about, bro?
I just want to say, man, listen. I'm hearing everybody working out with Charles Haley, and it's like we signed a defensive end to a 3-year, $18 million deal, and I haven't heard nothing on Dorrance Armstrong yet. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on his behalf.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, and we kind of brought this up. I think you were in the space when we did this earlier. Was that the one thing about the OTAs, the mini camp, 1 day mini camp, and whatever is, man, they never. Here's what they didn't do. They never talked about Terrence Steele. It just never happened. Is that good? Is that bad? Indifferent? And I think we can kind of a little
What's
bit.
Up, Cole?
We can kind of pivot that right to possibly we can pivot that to, if you will, to Dorrance Armstrong currently. That's kind of where I'm at with the working out and everything and whatnot when it comes to Dorrance with the Haley. So we just haven't heard nothing. I think there's just different particular players that they want to talk about more. It's kind of where I'm at. Montana is where I am. Spoon, anything on that back end?
Yeah, if training camp rolls around and the first week or two goes by and we're still not hearing anything about him, I'd be concerned at that point. But like our defensive backs, cornerbacks specifically, we heard basically nothing about them the entire OTAs. They just didn't talk about the cornerbacks except for Deron Bland had a couple first team reps, and then Isaac Taylor Stewart had a pick six, and that was pretty much the only like cornerback talk we got at all. And then there was the one comment about Anthony Brown being in everyone's pocket, but getting beat on a double move by 70. So I heard three things the entire OTAs about any of our cornerbacks. So I don't know if it's just one of those things where he didn't do enough in the OTAs to stand out, if he was doing fine and they just didn't want to feature him. I don't know really, to be honest with you. But if it's a couple weeks into training camp and we're still not hearing anything, because then we'll have boots on the ground. We'll have all the local Cowboys media there. We'll have lots of the Cowboys content creators there. Like, we'll know if he's struggling or
Right.
being separated from the pack at that point.
Right.
Okay.
Real quick, everybody in the building, if y'all see the names on the bottom, that's where you go find everybody. Twitter, different things, right? So on and so forth. With that being said, I got Cole's Cowboys in the building.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Doing fantastic, sir. Doing
hey,
fantastic, sir.
I had to jump in when Spoonie. Hey, Spoonie, I'm with you, bro. I want the hype to be on that Thanksgiving. I mean, not Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve game. Only because it's with the Eagles, man. And man, I've been going back and forth with Eagle content creators all off season, man. Especially, I'm gonna call it Bird Game 31. Philly Notion, like they head are in the cloud. So my best thing, if we beat them on Christmas Eve, that'll make my day, man. And I believe that probably might dictate the division, in my opinion.
Well, here's the thing, though, Cole. Here's the thing, right? Because we had the Santa Claus throwing everything, throwing the batteries. We had right, and look, in different. We had Bounty Gate with Zendejas getting murked and to the wrong sideline, and those kind of things. And then of course the other side too is, sheesh. Man, when's the last time the Eagles beat us? I don't, but with Dak, with Dak, that is. When's the last time the Eagles beat us with Dak? There's some things about that. Get them brooms out real quick. That little sweet back from last year, right? This kind of is what it is. Excuse me for just dropping some facts real quick.
I feel you.
Yeah, man. I like Thanksgiving more.
Yeah, it's been a while. My Thanksgiving dinner been horrible for the past few years, man. The worst one to me.
Raiders game last year.
Yeah, yes. That's the one I penciled in for us to win. So, I feel you on the Thanksgiving. Yeah, and I was happy that we played the Giants. I hope they don't surprise us all. But that Christmas Eve game, man, it's just something that's just, I guess it's just my hate for the Eagles. I just want them to fail so bad, man. So I want it to be like choke season for real, like 2011 again.
Obviously they're kind of doing a little dream team stuff or whatever. In general.
Listen, let's be honest. Okay, we're talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve. Now we all know.
Hold on, Spoonie. All right, go ahead and say your name and where you're from, brother. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, somebody called us and don't want to talk. Ain't that a trip? Look at this. Oh, and he hung up. They got scary. Go ahead, Spoon, and continue on.
We all know that's the holiday where we do all the chores as men. No. Ladies, I'm being very respectful here. Anybody watching, just call that right now. So we all know as men, we do all the chores and everything. And when it's Thanksgiving now, right? We want our cranberry sauce. We want our stuffing. We want our turkey. Hey, Mendoza, Benny turkey, Ganeki sa. Suave, you know what I'm talking about. You want that good stuff. And we want to sit down with our coquito, watch the Cowboy game, and we want to win. Jimmy gets in the Hall of Fame. We all going to be on Twitter. We're going to do our wives were looking at us like, what you doing? We are going on the space right now because we got to go talk about the curse has been lifted. Now, let's go with Christmas Eve. We all know the men, our children get a gift.
Hold on. We're going to see if PA was going to talk this time or not. It's PA in the building. Who we got on the phone?
Put me on speaker, you fucking nigger picking cotton white trailer, trash honky.
Drop it.
Yeah, drop it.
Already did.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
big pun forever. Don't let the be you from Philly, by the way.
That's not Big Pun. Big Pun's been cool.
I know that. Big pun's been very cool. But go ahead.
So now here comes Christmas. The kids get the gifts and everything. But we all know as the men, we may get one gift. That's for the wife. Hell, we want 2 gifts. Santa Claus didn't come down the chimney and give us the gift we want. We had the cookies and milk right there, ready for the Santa. Hey, Santa, can you bless me? I did this for everybody. I want to see Jimmy Johnson in the band in the honor. So I'm sitting there.
I like it.
We get our pies. You know, we get a little kisses from the family, right? We got a little drinks, right? We got Mother Nature's organic plant, right? So
For sure.
you watch it.
Facts.
Now, whether you're a brand new Cowboy fan, whether you're from the 90s Cowboy fans, we all going to embrace Jimmy Johnson finally made it to the Hall. The curse is lifted. It's going to be on Sports Center, ESPN, Fox Sports, Telemundo, everywhere. Regardless, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, that's our holiday. If Jimmy gets in.
Oh yeah. And didn't you get like that type of vibe last year, week 3? You know, when they inducted him to, did the Hall of Fame ring ceremony. I mean, like, were y'all at that game, man? I wish I was there because I can just imagine that vibe, man. I felt like the curse was gonna be lifted that day.
Cole, let me tell you something. Myself and BJ, we was there at the Cowboys Eagles game, Monday Night Football, when Jimmy Johnson spoke. Let me tell you this. I've never drank so much. No lie. And the crazy part was that you had before a speech, you saw nothing but former Cowboy players all over.
Yeah.
All over the field. And I'm like, wow. Jay Tuck, CFO, he was downstairs. He's saying that the former Cowboys players went to the bar with him. They were all drinking X, Y, and Z. So again, that's what we need.
Yeah.
Jerry. Listen, we're tired of seeing the 3 championship rings that you was part of. We want to see a Jimmy Johnson name around. If you're gonna give CeeDee Lamb or the next 88 the jersey number and keep that traditional, well, do the right thing. Keep it traditional and put the right people in the Ring of Honor.
Exactly.
Whether it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, damn it, pick one and just do it.
Yeah, and about that, while we on that subject. But,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like week 1 should be going to the Hall in the Ring of in week 1. I mean, I don't understand what's Jerry doing right now. Like it's about to be like a whole 2 years now since he made that. Well, yeah, 2021. He made that announcement last year in August. Like we in June right now. Like come on, Jerry, stop playing with us, man.
Week 1 would be good, man. I'm kind of going against Tom Brady, man. That could be the first time we beat him.
Like when is the next anniversary?
Wow.
I mean, we just need a jolt, man. We just need a jolt, a good flash of energy, just knowing that he doing the right thing, man. That's it. Do I see it happening now?
Spoonie's not wrong though. I mean, we have a lot of work to do, especially like Christmas. Like I have 3 little kids, so they want lights everywhere. So I'm like on the roof. Like you guys have seen Christmas Vacation. Like that's me. Like I'm on the roof, putting 1 billion lights up, checking light fuses, all this stuff to make sure that the yard's like pretty for the kids, some magical or whatever. The least Santa can do is like give us a win against Philly and put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor. I mean, that would be a perfect holiday gift for all of us. But realistically, it feels like Jerry might like say that's already a big spotlight moment. We already have a lot of good stuff. Let's do that when we play the Lions at home or when we play the Texans at home. No offense if you're a fan of those, because like shout out to our guy Nathan. But I mean, like a game like that where now you turn a normal game into a big game because it's a big moment where they may televise it. Like it seems more likely he would use a less significant matchup because then he can make it significant by having Jimmy Johnson be inducted at that point.
Listen,
just from like a marketing standpoint.
Yeah. You know what, P.O.? That's perfect because you know what? Imagine Jerry Jones inducts Jimmy Johnson to the Hall of Fame. Hey, Jerry, you do know the Cowboys fans will buy them shirts. Jimmy in the Ring of Honor. You do know that, right? Hey, listen, if Jerry's watching right now,
absolutely.
Between myself, DJ, and P.O., we'll buy 10 apiece, Jerry. Is that cool? Just do the right thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you guys out like that. But
he's like,
no, it's okay.
He's like, don't worry about your check.
You know what I'm saying? We're going in. We're gonna buy them T-shirts.
I'd buy one. Yeah, absolutely.
Market that. I like that, P.O.
I mean, like, is there any other like player that can force his hand that he got to add to the Ring of Honor that can get Jimmy Johnson out there with him? Like, a Woodson maybe, like somebody that he could throw into the Ring of Honor that can go out there with Jimmy.
That's actually a good question.
That's
So
this
isn't actually the question you asked, but I'm interested in knowing now. Panel and chat, let me know. What happens first? Darren Woodson is inducted into the Hall of Fame, or Jimmy Johnson is inducted into the Ring of Honor? Which one happens first?
That's spicy. Man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing is that Darren Woodson should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago.
He should have.
But now, the great question about that is, we are in a race here, because at this point they both should be done, right?
Yeah.
Both should be done. So who gets it first? Wow. Low key, reading Jerry Jones' comments today, I'm gonna bank on Darren Woodson.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm banking on Darren because low key, again, we talked about this on the space a little bit, guys. Is that if Jerry doesn't put him in, I kind of feel like Steven's not going to put him in. Maybe I'm crazy on that, but I know how Steven is, or whatever the case may be. If Jerry at 80, what is 80, 81 now, and he's doing this kind of things right now. Look, to me, I will say this. I literally think that if Jimmy, while Jerry's alive, is going to the Ring of Honor, it's this season. It's where I'm at. And if it doesn't happen this season, I'm going to be on the standpoint that I don't think Jerry's going to put him in, period. It would have to happen once he's dead and gone. And I don't know when Stephen Jones is going to do that. I really don't.
I think I think the way Steven operates, we won't have guys long enough on the team to even consider a Ring of Honor. I'm just being honest. The way he operates, I wouldn't. You gotta be long.
We're just we're just talking about. Look, we ain't going that route. We ain't going that route. We're just talking about.
I know.
Jimmy Johnson. Okay.
I mean, I hate to say it, but Jerry is a master marketer. Like, that part is factual. The part that I'm leading up to that I hate to say is, if we're having a great season, he may very well do it, because then that just gets the fans even more hyped. If we're having we're in contention, we may make the playoffs, it's in a run season, I don't think he gets in. If we're having a below average season, it's a marketing win to get him in this year and say, like, we did accomplish something. We got Jimmy in, and, kind of make it a big, like, feather in the cap, exciting part of the season. So basically what I'm saying is, if we're anywhere between 8 and 11 wins, I don't think he gets in this year. If we're like an elite team in the NFL or a below average team, I think he has a better shot. Based on what Jerry said, saying we don't really know until a week or two ahead of time.
So let me ask this. So if the Cowboys make the NFC Championship game this year, do y'all think he would add Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor in that game?
Nope.
Okay.
I would love him to do it, but I don't think he wants to take away from that game.
That part.
Or you think he wants all the attention to himself on that part?
Look, here's the thing, and I'm gonna pivot here, Cole. I don't think so much about the attention to himself. I think it's more so he doesn't want attention away from the team that he's built. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel you on that.
I think in general, and again, Spoon, you kind of brought it up about the kind of rewinding for a second. You brought it up about the Christmas Eve. Makes sense, right? Down the chimney. I like that. But if we're talking in general, though, and I think the things that make sense are kind of this, especially with the passing of Madden, RIP to Madden and what's going on now. My shout out to my guy Nathan, Lions fan in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. On the backside is this. When you talk about the Cowboys, synonymous Cowboys, it's Turkey Day, right? It's Turkey Day. It's not opening week against the Bucks. It's not who, whatever the case may be. And I think, and I thought about this out the top before Cole and Samantha got in here, was, and Spoonie, we did this on the space as well. The caveat for me was always, Jerry's a master guy. Like, if he's going to do it, he's not going to fumble the bag here on June 17th. He's going to wait. And I think one of the things that lines up currently for Turkey Day, it's the Giants. And we can kind of draw some correlation to the Giants, right? The Emmitt Smith game, right? The shoulder, and if we go back to that time frame, not that the Eagles wasn't a problem. I'm not saying that by any stretch. But the hurdle really for them was Bill Parcells, the Giants, those teams or whatever. And I think the stars kind of aligned, if you will, no pun intended, that Thanksgiving, right? Giants, right? That's who we play. Am I mistaken there? Is that who we play? Okay. If you're going to do it this season and you're going to cherry pick a game, it would be that game for a lot of antithesis and purpose. Now, what I will say, if we get through, we don't hear nothing, we get all the way through all that, and it doesn't happen, I'm literally. Hold on. Let me take my Jordan sandal off real quick. Hold on, I got you. You're now in the mix. It's a quiet storm. Taking the Jordan sandal off. I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes down. There's no way, shape, or form that Jimmy's getting into the Ring of Honor until Jerry Jones is up out of here. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I'll spin. Y'all jump in. Go ahead.
Cole,
I can take what Big Pun just sent. Man, he make a good solid point. The relationship between Jimmy Johnson.
Hold on, real quick. I just to let you know you're agreeing with the Eagles fan, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know, man. I know, man.
You know, Freestyle Friday, we can do that. In June. Go ahead.
His response wasn't crazy, man. It's like, their relationship, I believe it's like, hey, the Cowboy fans are their children, and they the divorced couple, like I said earlier. Do you think that, Jerry really wants to do that for Jimmy? I mean, he could take that to his grave and be like, you know what? Nah, don't ever put don't put him in there. We can leave a little hope for the fans, but nah, I ain't gonna do that for him. I mean, it could be that way. We seen how crucial Jerry has been to his own. I'm not gonna go. Y'all know what I'm talking about with with his children also.
10-4.
Yeah, so you never know, man.
Hey, real quick, we are up to 22 likes with the ebbs and flows and different things like that. Way shout out to the chat doing that. Make sure you hit the like though. Wait, if you chime in here on YouTube real quick, you like what we're talking about, man, hit the like. On top of that, man, hit that sub, hit that share, and around the board, Facebook people, the whole nine. No, Twitter people, man, go right ahead, man, hit that share, hit that like, because going forward, we're gonna be here every Friday night. And look. I got my guy Cole in the building. I got my guy Smack Nation in the building. Oh, yeah. It's pinned at the top. Hit it. Come in. Y'all see Cole got the video. Y'all see Smack don't. As our guy earlier, Professor O said, you got to put no video up here. You come here and talk either way. And of course, outside of the one fan from Pennsylvania, I love Eagles fans, right? From PA with the terrible stuff on the back end. We know what it is, But hey, look, the call line's open, and we'll talk about whatever. I do want
to too, real quick. If you join, you're more than welcome to ask a question, hop out, or if you don't even have anything to say, you just want to come chill, join and just hang out with us. You can stay on for 10, 20 minutes, an hour, 5 hours, whatever. You never know how the show's going to go. So either way, if you have a quick hitter and you want to hop, great. If you want to hang out, just talk. Don't really have anything to say. You just want to be part of a Cowboys conversation. Go ahead and jump in.
That's a big fact because, it is happy hour extended version from Twitter. And look, you'll put an adult beverage in your cup or whatever. By all means, it's Friday. It's the weekend. Let's celebrate. Let's make it happen. On the backside of that, I'm going to pivot away from the Jimmy Johnson, the Ring of Honor. And look, let's just hope. Look, here's the one thing I'll put the bow on it here. We don't really care. Week 1, week 4, week 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, Thanksgiving. Just do it this season. Just do it. Let's get it up out of here. We can cherry pick where we want it, but let's just do it this year when it comes to that, right? And for me personally, I will say this, and I'll give y'all space to talk about this before we pivot. I think it matters more in general that Jerry Jones is here and in the mind space that he is in and putting Jimmy into the Ring of Honor. I think that carries a different weight than maybe Jerry punching the clock and then it happens after he's gone. I think it matters more ultimately here. And I'll pivot around and I'll mute myself and I'll let y'all talk about that in that realm before I go to the next spot.
So,
Spunny, go ahead. Also, real quick, just so you guys know in the chat, our girl Mariella is trying to join. She's trying to log in right now, so hopefully we'll have her in a second.
Yes, I mean, listen, right now is the best time for to put Jimmy in while Jerry's here. We all know the history with the media, the back and forths, what happened, who to blame who, the egos, and all that stuff. At the end of the day, you know, we have to be honest. As Cowboy fans, we understand that Jerry likes things his way, but actions speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to hear that, yes, Jimmy's a Hall of Fame. What Hall of Fame player or coach in the league is not in the Ring of Honor of their own team? It's disgusting. So, you know, when it all boils down to that, you know, I know I'm an old head. Well, I'm not old, but I was there for the 90s, right? I would appreciate that. And I'm sure the Cowboys fans coming up is going to appreciate. You're going to see, wow, X, Y, and Z. My whole thing is, Jerry, every day, every month, every year that we keep having this discussion, you basically are tainting your trophies. And you're also taking away the great culture that we were excited for as Cowboy fans.
No,
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good point right there. Real talk.
Part of me feels like too, like we've heard Jerry say multiple times, the credit is important to him. He wants to be known that he is able to build teams and he's able to do this. And we did win without Jimmy, right? With Barry, but everybody said, well, that was Jimmy's team. You only won because of Jimmy's team. I honestly feel like if we win the Super Bowl this year or next year, as soon as Jerry can fully check off and be like, I told you I can do it on my own, he'll have no problem inducting him. Because then there's that conversation's gone. There's no reason to even talk about it. He said, it took me a while, but I did it. You come back, Jimmy. But right now, there's still that little part of him. He probably does want Jimmy to get in, even if they had a grudge. But at the same time, I just don't know. I feel like if we had won a Super Bowl by now, Jimmy would already be in. And I feel like if we win the Super Bowl soon, Jimmy will be in. I just feel like a lot of it is that kind of pride factor where if it's great from a marketing standpoint, yes, he'll get in. Aside from that, he won't get in until we win another Super Bowl, in my opinion.
Oh, that's a fact. Like, I mean,
that ego.
I'm just saying, no, that's a fact. Like, I mean, it shows. Like, I mean, look at the situation with the 49ers and Eddie DeBardo. Like, they was beefing, and then they turned around and ended up, ending their little feud, and he's back. Well, I don't know if he's back, but like they was on good terms with each other. Like, it's possible. Like, I just hope that Jerry Jones don't wait until like Jimmy Johnson like pass away to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and add him into the Ring of Honor. And then it's gonna be like, well, we don't want that because it's like when he was here, you should have added him into it when he was here on the, you know what I'm saying, walking the earth. But I mean,
I agree.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know. My God, Douglas is in the building. Said BJ. Yes, here I am.
With the 3 dots too for dramatic effect.
Yeah,
is there more coming, or is it just BJ?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. Bet. Awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, you got me. Yeah. I mean, here we are. I hope it happens this season. But yeah, I don't really put a lot of stock into it. Exactly. That's kind of like low key in general. Just not a lot of stock into Jerry pulling that trigger, and we will have to wait and see. But I'll pivot off of that from the Jimmy and Jerry in 22. Like, I never expected to talk about Jimmy and Jerry in 22 in this realm, but here we are. We moved on. PFF dropped some stats today, if you will. Some stats. Oh, hold on. Let me get somebody in here.
Hi.
Hey, if you take said phone, if you turn it sideways, you'll be full screen. I'll let you figure it out.
No.
I can't. Y'all
Fair
can help me
enough.
out with it, guys. Sorry. What I
Fair
do?
enough.
Right here?
Oh well. Okay.
Just leave it. You're good, Mary.
Never mind. You're good. Do you have an Android or an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
It should definitely work then. I don't really know what's going on there. I don't really know what's happening. But
it's okay. You're good.
You're here though. You made it.
Your hair looks nice, Mary. I like it.
Guys.
Hair looks nice.
Do it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Her hair looks nice.
Very nice.
Gracias. Thank you.
You didn't make it on Wednesday, but here you are. On Friday. So, boom, big win. Real quick, allow us to roll the red carpet out here for Mary before we get into the PFF. I was about to bring up. With that being said, Jerry has some comments about Jimmy Johnson going into the Ring of Honor. Did you catch those? Did you hear him? Did you?
Yes.
Okay, so your thought process in general with that.
The last time he said it, he was lying, and I said it, and I'm not surprised about now. So.
Okay, will Jerry get him in the Ring of Honor before he passes away?
He will. It'll be till like his dying day. He'll make sure that it happens before he dies. He will definitely make sure. But guys like Jerry Jones, they live forever. He'll be there forever. So it'll be the last breath.
The last breath. Okay. All right.
It'll be him or Jimmy's last breath. So if it's Jimmy's last breath, it'll be one or the other.
I hate to laugh on that one.
But it's true. No, it's true. It's a petty conversation. It's a petty conversation.
Yeah.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, it is very petty in general.
Yeah.
But with that being said, though, Mary, somebody Saba says the hair did nice. I think he meant to say the hair is nice. So I'll kind of pivot on that.
First off, I'm in Dallas now full time. Yay! I'm so happy.
Right.
I'm very.
But Mary,
what's up?
Where are you in Dallas currently?
I'm at my friend's house, and they're like being super ratchet. But I got a great new job. And
yes, let's go. Great new job.
I'm very happy about it. It's an awesome opportunity, and I'm very excited about it.
All right, look. Hold on real quick. Cole, Smack Nation, you got to pivot for a second. No, stay here. Just hold on for a second. This is about Pick 6 right now. Spoonie and Matt Owen. I think we need to see the ratchet. It's Freestyle Friday, right?
It is, yeah. I agree.
Do we need? I think we need to see the friends, Mary.
Oh, hold on. Y'all have okay. Well, first off, BJ, you and Spoonie have met a few of them, but I need to make sure that they're clothed first off.
Whoa! Hold on. Wait a minute.
What is going on at this party?
What kind of party is this?
I'm at her house and the door is closed, man.
Like you said,
closed
party
for a reason. Okay.
You didn't say swinger party. I'm like,
no, nothing like that.
Oh, I'm like, okay, help me out here.
It's nothing like that. But I'm just saying.
I mean, the parties that you attend, people just
they
really get naked.
Okay,
it's
so
not even. Look, it's not even. It's not even 11
BJ,
o'clock.
And they know BJ, so they would love to see you again. So I will put the phone down and have them come in and have them see y'all.
Yeah. Look, Mary, and before you have them come in, please make sure they're clothed.
I will.
We'll
I will.
talk later.
I'll be right
Mary,
back. I'll be
Mary,
right
Mary,
back.
we'll talk later. Mary, we will talk later.
I promise
Freestyle.
I'll double check. I'll be right back.
Okay. Freestyle Friday. Wow.
Never know what's gonna happen.
You just, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. Professor O, yes.
I know. We know what it is. I know.
Look, my God. My comment.
It's one of those parties.
Okay. It's one of those parties. My God, Simpsons can't. I don't know. Low key though, on my back door here. Do we have time to throw this up or no?
I have it up.
No. Do we have? Well, let's throw it up. Let's just throw it up.
What do I need to do? What about now? Do you see it?
Not yet.
We're
Not
good.
yet. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're good.
All right.
Oh no! I hear Mary already, so we don't have time for the PFF stuff
right,
yet.
we'll come back to
We'll
that.
see. Yeah, we will
All
come
right.
back.
All right, hold on.
What's up, you?
This is
Mama, hold on. Now, real quick.
Can you hear? Can you see them?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank God y'all are clothed. Thank God y'all are clothed. Glad y'all have clothes on because Mary wasn't sure.
Oh, we're dressed. Yeah.
Yeah, Mary wasn't sure if y'all would be dressed or not earlier.
Mary, I recognize one of them from Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We were both.
I got to see the one that says.
I can't see because the camera only has one of you on it, like at the angle. I can't see.
You didn't. Okay. You met.
Yes.
Yeah, you met VJ. Yeah, I'm sure. But not.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you happen to be here in the building now, what's your one Cowboys take, real quick, since y'all have showed up?
What's our one?
One thing about the Cowboys. What do you have?
They're not Cowboys fans, BJ.
Then get them out.
No,
Bye.
one of them had a Cowboys shirt in Vegas.
Bye. They gotta go. If they're not Cowboys fans, they gotta go.
We can always switch them
He's
over.
a Seahawks fan, first of all.
Oh my God.
Well, they got open back. They open.
Oh, wait. Is she still a Seahawks fan since Russell Wilson's gone?
And then Krista, I'm not even gonna tell you if she is, but
I'm a reformed Cowboys fan. I was a Texans fan, but now I've come back.
Oh, there. Okay.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
She's back in the building.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Hey, the Marshall like it.
Oh man.
So how are you still a lifetime Seattle fan? Is that where we're at there? A lifetime Seattle fan?
She's born and raised in Seattle, man.
And it's good.
Well,
Her family, we've met.
Yeah.
They're fucking awesome. They're awesome.
okay, all right. I mean, you could do better. Look, you got two Cowboys fans next to you. There's two Cowboys fans next to you. You could do better. Dan Quinn, come on home.
Alice, I definitely support y'all.
She does.
We'll take it.
There we go.
You know what? We will take the support then. We will definitely take the support.
Oh, you guys' fans is like so good.
Yes, right. We're awesome.
Well, I mean, here, hold on. We will. There we go. We'll do it that way. We're so awesome.
I love her.
We're so awesome now. Thank God.
Have fun. Peace
I
out.
love her. All right.
Mary,
This is my friend.
I hope everybody else is dressed on the other side of that door.
They are. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, awesome. I don't know. You kind of set us up in a different way, Mary. But with that being said, Mary, I know you have a party to get back to. We appreciate you chiming in. Are you good for a little bit, or you need to bounce back? What you need to do? Where you at?
I can talk.
Okay, all right, bet. So our guy Samuel says Mary's coming through. Clutch. Very clutch of you, Mary.
Mary brings the +1s to the live show. +2. She brought the +2 to the live show.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like low key, at that point, we're currently 6. We were kind of 8 deep for a second. It is what it is. So
How
No, I'm not even. No, don't do it. We're not putting that up.
I'm not
I
bringing
heard
that up.
Yeah,
I'm not
don't.
bringing that up.
We'll talk about it later, if you will. But it's Freestyle Friday. I mean, no, we're gonna do it. My guy, Smack Nation. You're in the along with Cole, along with Spoonie. We were definitely in the space earlier. And we're talking about some PFF stuff and different things, right? So a couple of different things. Got Eddie in the building. What's going on? On the back side of that, White, you're good, brother. On the back side of that, it kind of turned into so the Cowboys PFF. One particular guy PFF. I don't want to rank all of PFF into that. A particular guy at PFF put the Cowboys offensive line at number 6 in the league. Sheesh. Sheesh. What? Look. What was not a was for sure was not a fan on that.
Nah, I
Then
wasn't.
and then PFF also said Dan Quinn's number 2 defensive coordinator in the league.
Okay, but okay, so take both of those, but then take everything that the other shows have been saying that we took a step back. So what's the difference?
Well, hold on, Mary. I'm not done because they also did Professor Rowe. They did head coaches.
They did, yeah.
And
which one do you want pulled up, the DC or the head coach?
Whoa. DC. We've already we've established Dan Quinn, number 2 defensive coordinator by PFF, offensive line number 6 by PFF, and now go to head coaches. And where did they put Mike McCarthy? PFF wise and head coaches today.
I'm actually gonna pull it up because I think it'll be interesting. They have offensive play callers too, so we can actually do that if you guys want to see everything. But the head coach ranking is gonna be interesting for you guys, especially who
Kellen Moore ranked. Oh my god!
Yeah, Kellen Moore's on there. We can look at that.
Are you serious? Are we serious? Kellen Moore's ranked?
Yeah,
they rank all 32, so he has to be ranked because
oh my god!
Yeah, like
wow. Mary, now Twitter's Margarita Mary is
the fact that I'm here is a miracle. I'm very proud of myself.
Wow. What is it? It is, and look, and it is Happy Hour Friday. What is the drink of choice tonight, Mary?
I had a bunch of vodka because I forgot my tequila at my beer.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Boom, tap, boom, gotcha.
I told y'all I'm homeless for a little bit. I'm waiting for my place, and
All right, Matt, you got it up there. You want me to throw it up now?
I have the offensive coordinators pulled up since we talked about that.
Whoa. Let's do head coach first. I'm gonna do head coaches.
It's not on the coaches. I'm looking for it. Hold on. Okay. Sorry.
All right. If not, just give me just give the term and where he was.
Okay. So Mike McCarthy was number 9, which they have as their good coach tier, one spot above Sean McVay.
Real quick. Hey, PFF had Sean McVay at number 8, right?
No, he was one spot behind Mike McCarthy.
Hello.
Whoa. Mike McCarthy was 8 and he was 9?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sheesh.
Whoa.
That says a lot about PFF, man.
Yeah.
It's like I told BJ at the space show. Where would Deion Sanders be ranked at PFF?
Facts. You did say that. Facts.
So again, and this is what I look, and we talked about and I actually misquoted this in the space because I said they had McCarthy one spot behind McVay. My fault. But we talked about the number 2 with Dan Quinn, defensive coordinator. We talked about the offensive line at 6. And the thing about it is, and obviously we on this channel believe in analytics. We like analytics a lot here. But man, it does turn down into who do you believe who's breaking down the analytics and do your own process, because what we do is a fan base. And look, and let me extend that out besides just the Cowboys fan base, just in general fan bases. We see a PFF tweet and we run with it. And we just, to prove our point or disprove somebody else's point. But we have to be honest here in context and what we do here matters, right? Contextually, we got to stop doing that, in my opinion. That's how I feel. That's why I kind of did the space, but I got to the freestyle and everything else. I'm like, yo, I'm going to try my best moving forward to not use PFF as a point, as a dub, or as a win in that way, because I don't think we could all. We have 6 people. We got Mary, we got Cole, we got Smack, we got Spoonie, we got Professor O, we got everybody in the chat as well. Y'all know what the business is. Hit the like, hit the share. You got your guy Nix. None of us are going to agree on all these at all. Like, if we look, is PFF the Bible?
No.
Because if it is, we have to co-sign all of it. Does anybody here, real quick, chat included, right here, right now, on June 17th, Central, East Coast, y'all almost to 18. Is anybody here really going to take Mike McCarthy over Sean McVay?
No.
No.
man.
No.
No.
Okay, let me pivot another one. Does anybody in the building, chat-wise, here on the panel, in general, think that the Cowboys offensive line on June 17th is the 6th best offensive line in the league?
No.
Nah.
Here's the thing.
They set that up so they can say, "Oh, why didn't they win?"
Exactly.
Exactly what I was about to say. Setting us up for the okie doke.
Here's the backside. Here's the backside. Go ahead. You got to pull it up. Go ahead and throw it up there. Here's the backside. But also, I think we would all, to a certain extent, for the most part, buy into Dan Quinn being the number 2 defensive coordinator, right?
Right.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Because, I mean, there's Dennis Allen, the Saints, who was number 3 on their list. Leslie Frazier, right down there in Tampa. And then, pick your guy outside of that you want to throw and talk into and do different things. But let's be clear. So PFF had 3 different things that they talked about: head coach, defensive coordinator, and offensive line. And we were categorically, we'll buy one out of the 3. So pause for a second. Let me know when you're ready there. I'm going to take that off for just a second.
It's up. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. Go for it. It's up. I'm waiting for it. But here's the thing. Let me do full screen on that. Boom. There it is. Bill Belichick, number 1. John Harbaugh, number 2. Andy Reid, number 3.
This is the good tiers. This is the next tiers. Good coaches.
Good coaches. Bro, they had whoa. Stop. Whoa. Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, hell no.
Whoa.
Oh, hell no.
4, man.
No.
4? Yo, kill it.
What?
Kill it.
Now they choke every year, man.
Okay, all right. We see Cliff and Pete. Matt LaFleur, okay. I mean, Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan should be ahead.
Hold up. What number did Cliff Kingsbury
We got
come in?
Vrabel at 8. We got Vrabel at 8, man.
Listen,
Cliff was 4.
You see Cliff in number 4? Cliff?
4.
All right, you ready for the next? Here's the next, Kurt.
And Sean McVay at 11, man.
11. Bro, they got Frank. Let's be
Frank
clear.
Wright.
Let's be clear. They got Frank Wright. Look. Look, Cliff, whatever, it's bad. But now we got Frank at 9. Like, what are we talking about here? What's the context? What is their idea behind this? Like, what are we talking about?
Like, what is they basing this off of?
It's up here at the top. So basically what they're doing is they're trying to equal things out and say, how much does a coach contribute to the wins versus their team? So they're saying if every coach had an average roster, so everybody was using the exact same roster, what would the win total be and the potential loss total be with that guy as the head coach? So that's their justification. It kind of breaks it down right here. Just kind of properly accounting for talent. It's a crazy model, but that's what they came up with. So
that's a big reach.
BJ, PFS stands for Pro Football Focus, right?
That's what they say.
After seeing Cliff at number 4, phony football focus.
Facts. Facts, Moody.
All right, you want to see the OCs now?
Oh
man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's right here, right here, right in the front screen.
He was laughing. He's seen something. He's laughing.
Here's the best offensive coordinators.
That's what I want to see, man.
Oh,
he's laughing already.
I know they got him high.
So best offensive play callers ahead of the 2022 season.
Let's do it. Boom.
They probably
Everybody
got
brace yourself. Brace yourself.
They got him at 2, right? They
Andy Reid at 1.
Andy Reid?
Kellen Moore.
I knew it. Now, hey, as far as Andy Reid, he is a good player. I mean, they should have had what's his name?
Eric Bieniemy right there.
Yeah, but
come on.
But
So hold on.
But the only thing about Eric B and that is, we have to understand, like Reid does call the plays over there.
Yeah,
like they didn't install, but he calls the plays. So it's a give and take. And be clear, Nagy and the different guys we talk about from that program, Eric B should have already been a head coach. We understand that.
Yeah.
But in the antithesis of the day play caller on game day, it still is Andy Reid for what it's worth.
Yeah. I mean, he is one of the greatest. But Kellen Moore,
I like Leftwich. Kyle Shanahan, I understand that. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Bro, hold on. Let's stop right there. Stop right there. Hold on. Let me bring this back full circle. Let me bring this back real quick. We'll go back to that. Keep it up there. I'll get back to it. We had a playoff game, ladies and gentlemen. Right? We had a playoff game. Well, I wish Professor would have been there. Spoonie.
Yes, sir.
I do believe we were there. We were in the building. We were in the stands, right? Lots in the whole 9, everything. And we were
y'all
there.
brave. Y'all brave.
We were there. And there was a Kyle Shanahan on the field that called some offensive plays. And on the backside, there was a Kellen Moore that called some offensive plays.
Mm-hmm.
In the first quarter, the first drive, if you will, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were like on the PA, right? Because we're in the building.
Mm-hmm.
On the PA, we heard, because anytime if you've been to a game, if a particular player, like especially like offensive lineman or whatever, are lining up eligible, they announce it, right? And you can hear it. And they announced a couple of offensive linemen eligible. And literally, me and Spoonie said this. Spoonie, just look to your left shoulder. Oh, that's not your left. Okay, look to your right shoulder then. All right, look, I'm gonna do this. And we both at this point in time looked just like, shit, we're in trouble. Because they ran out the offensive linemen and some pass routes and run some hitches or whatever. These guys were just in the building less than 6 months ago. And now he's, offensive coordinator wise, he's 2 spots better.
Hey, listen, let's just say this, okay? Me, BJ, right after it got lit up, it was so bad that we was hoping that that game would disappear. That tomorrow we don't know what happened. That's how bad it was in the building, and with other things that were involved in that play. But like I said, Kellen Moore, number 2. Hey, listen, for any Eagles fan who wants to troll the Cowboys about anything, just say Kellen Moore is number 2 OC in the league right there. That's a trolling material. That's all troll material right there.
It is. Let's pivot around, though. I'll pivot around. We saw the rankings. We saw whatever. We'll go from there. Smacked Montana. Yeah, number 2 play caller in the league, offensive coordinator. That's where you're at.
Nah, that's not where I'm at with him. Nah. Not after that playoff game that he called last year. I'm not with that.
Okay, fair enough. Colts Cowboy.
Man, you already know I'm not in. I can't stand Killer Moore, man. That dude sucks. He can't even. He doesn't know how to readjust nothing, man. That dude choked on like a biscuit from Popeyes, man. Nah, man.
Well. I mean, Cole. Whoa. To be fair, a dry biscuit from Popeyes we all choke on. I mean, let's keep it a buck here. Let's be honest. I mean, if we just get a Popeyes biscuit with nothing to drink and we try to eat it, we might all die. I'm just being honest.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened against that 49ers game for sure.
Man.
And the fact that you, Jay, y'all was at the game.
Yeah,
man.
Man, y'all brave, man. Ain't no way y'all going to that game. I just because I probably would have went to jail that day. For real, if a 49er fan would have left.
Hold on, no.
Hey, BJ, no, BJ.
Here's the thing.
BJ, no, we plead the fifth.
Here's the thing. My guy Toby said Popeye biscuits be impossible to eat. See, exactly. See, we can't put the Popeyes biscuit on Kellen Moore. That's all of us. That's all of us. Let's keep it a buck.
I'll give him a little lenient.
But look, to be clear for me and Spoonie, man, there's a particular gif about LeBron James where he's at the table, he picks up his bag and he's gone. Right? Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that really quick, right? That was me and Spoon at AT&T Stadium. We're like, yeah, word. Bam, we're gone. Look, J Tuck and Mary was messaging us. Hey, we're going back to Lot 10. Me and Spoon went directly. If you ever been to Cowboys game, like if you're doing like Uber and different things like that, you got to walk off campus, if you will, a ways away. But if you want to catch a taxi, there's a spot though, right there at the stadium. There's a spot. However, they're going to text the shit out of you. It is what it is. Here's the thing: me and Spoonie, deuces. We were gone. No, nothing. No, nada. People were hitting us about being wherever. Me and Spoonie direct beeline, where our seats were great. It didn't take a long time for us to get to the taxis. We got to the taxi. We jumped in. We got there. Look, now I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. We pulled up at our hotel, which, by the way, was it 2.2 miles away at most? There it was, 2.2 miles. And the taxi driver turned around and said, all right, $72. Now, think about this. Hold on. Wait for it. Now, Spoonie's from New York. He should be used to these prices. Come on now. He's out there in Brooklyn. It's like $20 for a pack of Newports. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? He was like $72. He was mad. He was like 72. I was like, Spoonie, we're here. I don't give a shit. I'm from the land where Newports cost us just $6. It's okay. I got you. I'm paying. Let's get him out of here.
Man, listen, we went back to the hotel, and there's nothing but 49er fans in there by the bar.
Oh, yeah, I went and got that shot. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there was all, calling us out. It just I'll just fast forward and say that was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was nowhere to go. They took over Texas Live.
Yeah, it was bad. I got on the plane going home. And with me, I'm like, I want to land. So we know how it is. I'm like, listen, it was bad. It was just, listen, you won't win all these games. It's just the way we lost. We lost.
Well, and again, but PFF puts this coordinator ahead of that coordinator. Who had the better quarterback? Which coordinator?
Kellen.
Okay, say less. I'm done here. So, with that being said, the antithesis, and we'll kind of get off this topic for a second, is that, man, be wise in how you use PFF when you want to make your argument. Because for me personally, I am for sure moving forward in the process of those kind of things. I'm just done with PFF. I think there are things that are good that they do in general. I think, and of course, had a little, veil raised and kind of did some things and saw some things as well in what they look at and how they operate. But that's never going to be universal for everybody to understand when they do these rankings of different things. So in general, when I know like it's going to be universal for people, then I'm not going to use it no more personally in an open space. Privately, I think there's things to talk about and understand with like-minded people to understand how they do things. It matters. But in general, I'm just out. And I would implore people, as we talked about them tonight, if you don't like 2 or 3 things from them, but you want to use one of them, you can't do it. Like to me, and I'll pivot to everybody here. I'm speaking for me and me only. If there's a particular stat or .com or whatever the case, and however you want to put that or frame that, if you will, if generally I only kind of co-sign one thing because it lines up with what I think, but the rest of them, like, no, this is not real. Because look, I want the Dallas Cowboys offensive line to be the 6th best offensive line in the league. Let's be clear, it's not. The Cowboys offensive line currently right now is not top 10. I'm sorry. And I understand their standpoint of they look at Tyron Smith and who he is. They don't care about actually what matters injury-wise and how much he'll be here and do certain things. They're just looking at who he is. That doesn't matter in real-term football and what happens. The last time that Tyron Smith played a full season was, 17, 18? Somewhere around in there?
Yeah. Take a little earlier than that.
So he's not going to. Or 16 maybe. I don't know. He's not going to do it this year. Like I can go ahead and mark it down. So I think those things matter. So again, imploring in general on Freestyle Friday that PFF, don't let it be your go-to to prove your point when you don't agree with 50, 60, 75% of their points. That's all I'm saying. And I'll pivot the board.
Yeah, I'll go. So I'll give you guys there's a lot of, to quote our guy Vach, nuance with the way that they do grading, where the big rub between grading and fans come in. Like the Diggs thing is just crazy. I'm not even trying to justify it or take up for them from that. But I want you to understand on a normal basis kind of why their grading doesn't meet what fans think, because a lot of times we're considering the impact the player had on a game. So if you have a 6 reception, 120-yard, 1 touchdown game, fans are going to be like, he had a great game. That was great. But if most of those yardage came on one play, they're going to ding him saying he wasn't efficient. He didn't have a consistent impact. He had one big play. We'll give him a positive grade for that one play, but the rest of the game, he was kind of a non-factor because they grade it play by play by play by play on a -2 to +2 score. And at the end of the game, it is what it is. It doesn't matter if he had a highlight reel catch. It doesn't matter if he had a sack, forced fumble. If the rest of the game he was not consistently beating his guy, he won't have a good grade. So that's where, like, from a fan, when you're watching the live view or when you go back and replay it, you're like, I don't see how they could grade it that way, because they're looking at things that we're not paying as much attention to. Again, I'm not saying that the grading is right all the time, because the Diggs, like the way that they're tracking his yardage obviously is flawed. But there are things that they're really good at, like offensive line and defensive line. I think they crush it on the trenches. Outside of that, I have a hard time agreeing with everything. But again, that's kind of to Nick's point. It's hard to say, well, I agree with them here, I disagree with them there. I'm gonna run with this part of it, but not run with that part of it. So like we were saying, Nick, it's kind of, you have to choose what you like. What I like about PFF is their premium stats. I don't care for their grades at all, because grades are subjective. It's a human watching another human and making their opinion on who's responsible for coverage or who's responsible for missed block or who's whatever. A stat is a little bit more cut and dry. It is what it is. You got the yardage, you didn't get the yardage. You made the sack, you didn't make the sack. And then there's obviously things that add to the complexity of it. You got the sack because somebody else took on a block or whatever else goes into it. But the stats are more valuable to me than the actual grades. I don't really care too much about how they grade players.
But you said you like the trenches.
I said I think they do a better job grading the trenches, because it's just easier to understand when you watch game film. It's easier to see the kind of the eyeball test matches their grading there better than it does other positions.
Okay, fair enough. Anybody else want to chime in on the PFF stuff and what we talked about? Go right ahead.
No, I ain't got nothing to say about them.
No, he said, look, my guy Cole's like, Cole's was like, I don't with them at all.
Yeah, I ain't to drop him. I don't even look him. I don't use him as a source at all. I use Pro Football Reference, man.
I'll put you on Game 2, another good website, Sharp Football Stats.
Yeah, that too.
SHARP
Yeah.
football stats. They have everything from personnel groupings to play call tendencies and things like that, and it's free. No subscription. You don't need to pay anything. There's no paywall. Just log in and check it out.
That's another thing. PFL make you pay for stuff, man.
Well, there's that too. You're not
There
wrong.
you go.
With that being said, we'll put up. We will close the casket, if you will, on PFF. Again, just don't be out in these Twitter streets, social media, cherry picking some PFF stats. Remember, they will always and forever tell you. They will always and forever tell you that Diggs terrible. He gave 1,000 yards. Doesn't matter. He's terrible. So anything else you put a point into, it is what it is. My guy Mendoza, the super mod, real quick, and Diggs only got targeted 3 more times than Ramsey, but neither here nor there. With that being said, Mendoza, the mod extraordinaire, with a great question here: do the Cowboys bring in a kicker competition for the leg from Lubbock, double L leg from Lubbock? Or would you rather him get all those reps? So I'll pivot. Smack Nation, kicker getting brought in, or they're gonna ride with our kid from the Texas Tech?
I think they're gonna ride with the kid from Texas Tech. I don't think they're gonna bring in no competition. It's giving me the Dan Bailey feeling. Like when Dan Bailey was here, they really didn't want bringing no competition until like later on down the line when he started missing field goals for real.
Okay, all right. I mean, Cole, same thing.
They should bring in competition because I don't really trust a rookie kicker to be the guy. But I don't know, man.
Well, what you want to talk about? Well, hold on. Do you want to talk about the rookie kicker from Cincinnati last year or no?
I mean, hey, I'm all for it because that dude. I mean, he proved himself. But I just feel like I just don't like nobody to be comfortable around him, man. I mean, we did the same thing with Greg the Leg.
Hey, let's bring back Cobra Kai. It is what it is. Professor O, are you looking for some? Oh, well, two-sided. Maybe that's too wrong. Do you want competition? Because my guy Cole brought that up about that side, or do you think they will? Maybe two-sided there.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I would want competition because, like Cole said, he's a rookie kicker. He hasn't been on that stage to compete. So I'd like to see them bring a vet. I don't care if it's a high-profile vet or a guy like our guy, Lyric Hallelujah, or whatever his name was last year. So, like,
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So I would like that. I do think they will bring in competition, not even necessarily just to force him to be on his A game, more so just so he doesn't get a dead leg. So he's not kicking and taking all of the kicks. They usually do that. Even when we had Dan Bailey, they still brought in a couple of kickers you had never heard of from some random college just to take on some of the work so that they can kick multiple, when they're doing special teams practices, you can have 2 or 3 guys kicking so that the return guys get more reps. So there's benefits to having a couple extra legs out there. I don't know if they're going to bring in anybody who's like legit competition, like a veteran who's been in game time situations, but I do think they'll bring in somebody at some point during training camp.
Sony?
I'm going to try not to be biased, but I am going to be biased. Okay. All right. So
I try very hard.
I posted this tweet about Jonathan Garibay way before we drafted this kid. All right. And I said,
very true.
This is the guy that I want.
Yeah.
You know what? I want competition. You know why I want competition? Because I want him to win all Cowboy Nation when he beats his competition. And I'm gonna tell you this. This is the type of player, kicker, in my opinion, will be even better than Chris Bonio.
But is he better than Dan the Leg, though?
He'll be close.
That's the automatic.
He'll be close.
Okay.
Hey, Chris Bonio was a darn good kicker. Very good. Very, very good for the organization. Dan Bailey, that's a little climb. But
fair enough.
They was OTAs. He was kicking 55 yarders. He went 1 for 2.
You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna pivot real quick.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pivot to this. It is Freestyle Friday, right? Or inaugural Freestyle Friday, because what we're doing the Cowboys Happy Hour space. We're pivoting over here. Call lines. As our guy Cole showed up, our guy Montana smacked. You know, we're going to pin the idea that you can come up here with camera or not camera, the whole nine, and we're going to build that throughout the season, because obviously we're going to do our regular show, but we want to do this on Fridays as well to add to the content and make sure we're interacting with y'all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But the long-term thing is we're here in season 4 now, former Starging, now Pick Six Sports. We started a certain thing out the rip. It was called Spoonie's Minute. It was called Spoonie's Minute. And we kind of transcended that and everything. And O came in with us last year and is part of the family now. And about halfway through the season last year, me and O was like, now me and Mary had tried to limit him to a minute. That was the idea. It was a minute, you rant, you go, you get it in. It happens so much, part of the intro now. We'll play this and we'll play that on the outset. Me and O was like, it can't be a minute no more. We can't contain him.
Yeah.
And O, you said, call it what?
Spoonie's sermon.
Spoonie's sermon. So for our inaugural Freestyle Friday, first time we've done this, and everybody came through, man, we super appreciate y'all and everything else and what we do. Absolutely. We love the shares. We love everything. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend as we build this lane. There's no way for us to end this without a sermon, right? I mean, the antithesis. We had Margarita Mary show up with the friends and the whole nine. We went back and forth. We got Cole come through the building. We had SmackDown Nation come through the building. And we had some callers. One bad call from the Eagles. Big shock. Big shock about the Eagles fan doing something. Wow. Eagles fans, get your game up. Neither here nor there. But the first Freestyle Friday, ladies and gentlemen, Spoonie, are you? I mean, I know you've been doing some extra training all of a sudden and everything, and literally, and Loki, I'm gonna be clear, we didn't talk about this at all in the back channels. We did not. This is literally something for me during this conversation. What we did tonight, I'm like, you know what? It matters. We had no prior conversation about this. So for everyone that stuck around to the end of the Freestyle Friday, here's the bonus. This is the bonus. Spoonie, the sermon is yours, sir.
Well, thank you, BJ Nix and Professor O and others. I didn't get much say so with this Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles spat back and forth. I didn't really get into that. But I'm gonna do it right now. Philadelphia Eagles. The NFC East. See, that's our division. That is our home. You know, when the Arizona Cardinals was in the NFC East, okay, we was begging to kick y'all mother effers out the division. You know why? Because you smelled up our house. Y'all was funky. Y'all couldn't do anything to stop us. We had no competition. Nothing at all. The Cowboys take a break. We haven't been winning no championships. You guys win one. One. Build up a statue for a backup quarterback. Okay? See, you guys talk this shit, eat this shit, repeat the same shit over and over and over. So, again, you guys wanted to draft, according to the scouts, according to PFF, but we still run the shit. We still run the house. That is our house. When we talk and we raise our hand, your mouth stays shut. You will be forever, ever being that green shit Eagles that belongs in a bottle of trash. You guys claim half the organization doesn't even know if they want Jalen Hurts. You know what hurts so much? It hurts so much that y'all rave about it, y'all talk about it, but what is there to talk about? What is there to talk about the Kobe Dean? Listen, we all love the Kobe Dean. That's P.O.'s boy right there. But you know what? We all pass him through to the third round. So now, Michael Parsons? You know what it is? See, I know what it is. What it is with y'all is that because y'all can't be us, y'all just want to be us. But here's the kicker here. And we wear the pants. Y'all don't have the Tesco 42 to wear our pants. We walk strong-legged. Y'all walk wiggle-legged. Understand what that means. If you don't understand, tell somebody who's older and they will teach you what that means. Understand this, Philadelphia Eagles. See, here's the thing. When it comes to Spoon, I keep it 100. With y'all keep it 99. You know what the difference is? Y'all still bullshitting. It's really 0. Y'all ain't winning the division. We will stay up top and we will sweep your ass better than what Snow White did with the 7 dwarfs. Understand that.
Hey, the only thing I can tell you is, yeah. I'm gonna claim it up. Claim it up. Hit the claim emojis. Hey, but Loki, I'm gonna tell you right now, Spoon, they gonna come clip you. Get ready. They're gonna come clip this. They're going to come clip this, and I can't wait. You know, man, I don't know. What else can we do here? I mean, Spoon.
We're gonna play ball. We're gonna do our thing.
What did they say? Grand opening, grand closing? Sheesh. It's a grand closing there from Spoonie. Now on the antithesis in the spectrum as we're into our 4th season in these minutes now sermons. My gosh. That's that's pretty high. I mean, for June 17th?
That was good. Yeah, that was good.
Wow.
I had a feeling it was going to be a good one because, like, 4 minutes into the show, the very first question you asked Spoonie, he was like, I'm trying not to get carried away with my sermon. Like, we just started the show. We just started. So I had a feeling he had something.
He was ready. It was
he's
built up.
prepared.
He was built up. And look, and when you tune in, this here Thursday, look, we'll let y'all know. If you're sub, you got the notification bell, you follow us, you'll definitely know on the weekday show. And guess what? That's especially when we get to the season, Spoonie Sermons, it happens. On top of Spoonie Sermons, you know what you get? You get Professionals class. We got to take attendance, see who's in the building. On top of that, look, I'm going to hit you with Let's Keep It Real. And then on the backside of that, you'll hit a little Mariella of... No?
I object.
I object. There we go. I was waiting for someone to walk
Mary is the lawyer, attorney. She passed the bar. We're going to take advantage of that and have an I object segment with Mary.
Yeah. So we have built-in things already on top of everything for those that have been rocking with us forever. Like, I mean, look, man, shout out to Mendoza. He's been rocking with us for forever. Right. And a lot of different people. Samuel's been rocking with us for multiple years. My guy Steven Weitzman, he's been rocking with us for multiple years. Toby, so on and so forth. But we appreciate y'all. But we got some things built up. And look, and once again, every Friday we do the Twitter Spaces. And look, I'll tell you what, because Eddie asked. I'll tell you what, we're going to end. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to roll one back. Anybody wants to come through in the building, we're going to run a late night because guess what? I'm actually off Saturday and Sunday. So, unless they call me, it's my shop. I can't do what I do. But neither here nor there. Yeah, we're running out of space. I'll run it on the back end for sure. But I appreciate everybody in the building. Spoonie, Professor O. We absolutely, unequivocally appreciate Smack Nation and Coast Cowboys to come through and bless us. And the one phone call from a guy, Cowboys, We Them Boys, aka John Alt. Great. The Pennsylvania / obviously had to be Eagles fan with the troll calls. We got you though. You're blocked on my phone now. Neither here nor there. I'll let y'all wrap it up. I'm going to go around the building. I'm going to start with Smack Nation before we get out of here and we pivot back over to the Twitter space for everybody in the building. Tell them where they can find you in all the particulars.
Yeah, so Y'all can find me on YouTube at Smack Nation Podcast and also at Instagram at Smack Nation Podcast. And you can also follow me on Twitter at LeBron Evans. That's my real name. But you also can follow my other Twitter page at Smack Nation Podcast. But yeah.
That part. Coles Cowboy, go ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Coles Cowboys. Also my YouTube channel, Coles Cowboys. It's been an honor, kicking it with y'all for sure, man. I love to pick y'all brains.
No, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be coming through and rocking with us on the Twitter side and everything else. And this is exactly what tonight's about. Y'all rocking with us, phone calls, whatever the case may be, and we're just this is the starting point. We're gonna pivot forward. And shout out to Mary. God rest her. Hope she makes it. All the vodka. Professor O, go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Professor O_NFL. You can find me on Pick 6 on Wednesday nights, next Thursday, just because I'll be out of town. You can find me on the Twitter Spaces. I try to join at least one a week with Nix, but Nix is the Twitter Hall of Fame GOAT. Can't keep up with him on the Twitter Spaces, so I join when I can. But you can also find me on Cowboys Wire. I will probably start kicking up. There's been the off season. I kind of chilled. But as the season starts ramping up, I'll start knocking out the articles again. And yeah, you can find me at Pick 6. I'm happy to be here. Season 4 is already off to a great start. We've had guests join every single show so far. We've had callers. We've had new segments. We have a new intro. We have a lot of new stuff coming up. So I'm excited for the season. And we're only 3 subs away from 800 on YouTube. We're 3 away. So hopefully we can get there tonight or by tomorrow morning when we wake up, because our goal is to hit at least 1,000 by the beginning of the season. If we can get there,
that sub
that's
button.
great. Yeah, so hit the sub. And again, tonight we've been on for 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 31 seconds. It takes you 1 second to click like. It helps us tremendously. All you have to do is hit like. You don't have to send us money. You don't have to do anything. Just hang out with us, press the like button, and that's good. If you want to share it, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, big facts. And the one thing that we don't do here is, man, you won't see no Cash App scrolling anywhere. Neither here nor there. Pivot that. Spoony, go right ahead.
You can find me on Twitter at Spoonie881. You can find me right here at home at Pick 6, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, whatever.
Twitter Spaces,
Spaces, I'm all around.
Hey, low key though, and look, for this year, Professor O, we really gotta nudge this guy to get on this Twitter space on Twitter and do a little bit more. He be hitting and missing.
We do, yeah,
yeah. Yeah, Spoon. Me and Matt are gonna be on your head on that. But with that being said, every Friday, and we kind of pivoted because as Matt Owen kind of talked about a little bit earlier about the Twitter Spaces. Sure, if you follow me on Twitter, hold on, let me get that up out of there, because y'all should already be here, locking and subbing in the whole nine and everything in general, and we appreciate that. But right there on the bottom of the screen, your _guy_Nix NIX. If you follow me, I just get home because for my show or my business or whatever I got going on, I'll just go live in the instant. But with that being said, what we're cultivating here with the Pick 6 Sports is every Friday we're going to be 7:30 to 9, the Twitter space. Now I get it. I know for long time guys and girls that have been around, we've done some 5, 6, 7 hour spaces. It's happened, but now we're trying to pivot back and forth. And my guy Eddie O just jumped in not too long ago and said spaces with a question mark. So guess what? Me and Spoon started 7:30 to 9, right? And we did that. And then we're here and rocking with y'all. Guess what? Spoon, Professor O, I know how y'all live. But me, I'll be there. I'll run a space here. I'm gonna kick up a space here after we get up out of here. Anybody wants to come through, by all means, come through. I don't care if it's 1. I don't care if it's 101. I don't care if it's 1,001. I just enjoy doing the content, and I've just kind of picked up my days to do them with y'all, along with my compadres, my friends, my family, everybody here. It's been fun. Less call for alcohol. We're up out of here. And again, I'm going to do it for selfish reasons. We're going to end on the daggum. Shout out to Jayla, my young Knicks producer, if you will, for hitting this with us. And we're going to leave on this note here. Check us on, at least me, Anybody else was come through on the panel, by all means, I got y'all co-hosts on deck. Give me 15 minutes, and we'll do the space after this, and we'll see how long it goes. Y'all be safe and man, enjoy if you haven't seen it yet.
BJ Nix, are you here?
Present.
Present. Spoonie, Timothy Spoonie.
Present, sir.
Margaret and Mary. Do we have a Margaret and Mary?
And the
All right.
margaritas.
All class here. We're ready. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
This is the time to line up behind your team, to support your team, have faith in that team.
You know, it's peaks and valleys. You know, it can't always be good. And as I always tell people, you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. But when we do know about
House call. Trevon Diggs, pick six. It's coming. They see it. Knocked away. Oh, Gregory. Hurts in trouble. 3 Cowboys wrap him up, make it 4.